Hafide Toro Samju. In the last few years, Guam has seen tremendous change, and we know there is much more to come as our population grows with each new generation of Guamanians, an influx of migration, and as our economy expands and adapts to global changes. I'm excited about this change because the people of Guam have an opportunity today to harness the energy derived of our pride as a people with a mighty heritage of ingenuity, perseverance, and strength in our unity. In 1960, Guam had its first local governor, Joseph Flores. Governor Flores was not only one of Guam's pioneer leaders, he was a thriving businessman, one who founded our island's first locally owned newspaper and financial institution. Successful ventures that were a mark of what yet was to come on Guam. And soon after, Governor Manuel Guerrero established the Guam Tourist Commission, giving them the mission to move the island's economy from military dependence to commercial tourism. In 1967, Pan American World Airways arrived on Guam with 109 tours from Haneda, Japan, and that year Guam saw 6,000 tourists. Today, 50 years later, we are greeting more than 1.4 million tourists a year, and we anticipate that to increase as we continue to develop what has become a primary engine of our economy. Our governors weren't the only ones who led Guam into the future. Inspired by the idea of industrial development and diversified agriculture, then Senator Frank D. Pears created the Guam Economic Development Authority in 1965, offering economic incentives like qualifying certificates to promote new businesses on Guam. It was Senator Pears' vision that acted as a driving force for Guam's economy in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Just as Governors Flores and Guerrero, Senator Pears, and the people of Guam 50 years ago understood that something new was needed for the island to become more independent, I, alongside hundreds of people who have become a part of Imagine Guam, believe that the time is right for us to look forward. Hundreds of visionaries have been doing just that. These visionaries are as young as middle school students, who more than anyone have the most untarnished visions of what a successful Guam should look like. And then there are other visionaries with more experience, like Melanie Mendiola, the project director of Farm to Table Guam. She has dedicated her time and effort to supporting our island's local farmers, ensuring every family on Guam will be able to enjoy crops grown on Guam. And it's visions like hers that will help lead Guam to be self-sustainable in the future. And then there are others who are working to make sure that everyone, no matter what their circumstances, are able to enjoy the future Guam has to offer. Like Carlos Camacho, who has innovated the concept of affordable homes for many of our island's new families. Through his projects like Ironwood Heights and Ironwood Housing, Carlos has created a community where families can thrive even through financial hardships. I challenge everyone, from our Manhoban to our Saina, to take up the reins and help lead the charge as we forge a new path to our destiny. We want to build a better Guam and leave behind a legacy that the generations of Guamanians who follow will continue to be proud to carry. And I want to thank the members of the Community Values Team, the visionaries, and the planners who are part of the Imagine Guam initiative. It's an enormous task that will take all of our efforts to make happen. Undangkulu na si Diyos maasi, zan Diyos benedisia.